What's up everyone, Sebastian here, and it's just gonna be a quick video today. I've seen Star Wars Episode 7 a number of times now, and the more I watch it, the more I kind of digest everything in the movie, the more I like one of the characters that I hated at the beginning. And this is gonna be my kind of swan song festo as to why Kylo Ren is in fact the greatest character in the new Episode 7. There will be some spoilers here, so if you haven't yet seen the movie, you're probably one of the 10 people who haven't. Go and watch it and come right back. If not, you can also watch my spoiler-free Star Wars Episode 7 review to get an idea of what I thought of the movie. Now, back to Kylo Ren. He's easily the most interesting character in this new film. And at first, I was like, oh, what a little bitch. He's always complaining, hacking shit with his lightsaber. Every time something doesn't go his way, he gets defeated by Finn and Rey, which is a complete other story. But like what kind of villain is this? He's such a little baby. I hate it. He just sulks and he smashes shit all the time. It's not an interesting character. But the more I've kind of seen the movie, and the more I've stewed on it, the more I realize that it's probably one of the greatest villains in Star Wars. Now, if you take a step back, Kylo Ren is the son of Han Solo and Princess Leia. He goes and gets trained by Luke Skywalker in this new Jedi Order. He goes bad and destroys everything that they were trying to build there. Luke goes into hiding, and we don't really know what happens to the rest of the Jedi. So he, in his emergence, was a total fucking badass. He just wiped everything out and ruined it, essentially, to our knowledge, on his own or with the Knights of Ren. That's not really known to us yet. And then after that, he goes and he helps the New Order, gets General Snoke, and they start building whatever it is that they're building. Now, he pretty much went from 0 to 100 right there, boom. He's already the biggest badass. Sith got his crossblade lightsaber, and he's just fucking stuff up. And then he's got no one to challenge him. All the way, nothing really goes wrong for him. He's just kind of learning from Snoke, but not really. Just kind of looking for rebels to find the map for Luke. And until the events of Episode 7 would be really the only time he's been challenged at all. He would have had no reason, he would have never come across another Jedi, he would have never come across another person with Force-using abilities. So when he has to interrogate Poe, that's pretty easy for him, because he doesn't have the Force, and just boom. All Kylo Ren really has to do is peacock, and seem like, oh, look how sick I am, I got my Darth Vader helmet on, I'm just like Darth Vader, look at me go. And the moment something goes awry, he spazzes out, because he's not used to shit not going his way. And that's super interesting. And so the moment he comes across someone who is on par with him, or possibly even stronger, in this instance being Rey, he flips his shit because he doesn't know what to do. And that's super interesting because you create a character in which has this persona of being this epitome of evil, and he's so great, he's got his helmet on, he's Darth Vader 2.0. And the moment he gets challenged, he freaks out because he can't. Because the persona that he puts on is not necessarily in tandem with him as an actual person. He fears that he's going to be seduced by the light side, and he just puts on this show, this grandiose evilness that's not necessarily actually synergistic with the type of character he is, and that's super interesting to me. Seeing that develop and him shedding that, and instead of peacocking, he actually will hopefully develop into that super badass that he so desperately tries to act. And so when he does come across facing Rey and Finn after getting blasted in the stomach by a huge fucking crossbow cannon from Chewie, you see that, and even so, he still thinks that he can go and he can defeat them. Because he's got this idea in his head that he's so great, and when he loses, he can't believe it. And this will continuously grow into hopefully a really interesting character, and that's why, in my opinion, he seems to be the most interesting part of this new trilogy. You've got a villain who's torn between good and evil, but a flip side from what it typically is. You've got a villain who starts his villainy at the top, he's amazing, and then can kind of just coast and is never challenged again, so he gets to peacock himself and seem really sick, and then it all comes crumbling down when another Force user comes and he just can't compose himself anymore. And so I kind of wanted to think about it, because I've seen a lot of people online saying, oh, Kylo Ren, what a bitch, he can't do anything, all he does is complain and whack stuff with his lightsaber. I'd like to invite you to think of it in a different way, as I have now, and since I have, I really, really like him as a character. So leave your comments in the comments section. I want to see what you guys think of him, if you're as giddy about Kylo Ren as I am, or if you're more in that team, Kylo Ren is a big emo baby. Thanks, guys. That's it.